Hi, it's Alexis Daly here, and today I'm going to be talking about my STAR challenge for Term 1 on a famous scientist. Now, there were thousands to choose from, but I chose Barry J. Marshall because he's a local. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about a bit about his background, what he discovered, and how his discovery has changed the world today. Now, Barry J. Marshall was born on September 30th, 1951 in Kalgoorlie. When he was a little older, with his family, he moved to Carnarvon, near a whaling station, before coming here to Perth. Now, while he was growing up, he was a bit of a risk taker and had a natural curiosity for science. He made slingshots, guns, hydrogen generators, electric devices, and even explosives. One time he even tried to fix a cord on his dad's electric drill and accidentally shocked him. Once, Barry was left alone to babysit his 18-month-old sister, and she found a bottle full of kerosene that looked like a milk bottle and accidentally drank it. Barry was the one who rang for an ambulance and managed to make the paper. Because Marshall didn't think he was smart enough to do engineering, he chose medical instead. Barry studied at the University of Western Australia, and after graduating he began training as a specialist, and in 1981 he met another researcher and doctor, Robin Warren. Now, training required him to perform a research project every year. Barry went and asked his boss if he had any projects, and was told Warren had one. It involved a number of patients who had the same bacteria on their stomach biopsies, but they had no diagnosis. Just for those who don't know, a biopsy is where doctors take a sample of tissue to identify the presence, cause, or extent of a disease. Now, Barry's research went on for a number of years, and he was eventually able to identify the bacteria known as Helicobacter pylori. For simplicity, I'm going to refer to it as HP. Now, there was some interest around the world, but generally, the scientific community did not believe that HP was anything more than a harmless bacteria. Over time, Marshall developed a theory that the HP bacteria were the cause of stomach ulcers and a risk for stomach cancer. He tried to replicate this in animals, but couldn't. Really? He was determined. He knew he was onto something big, but with negative response and the need for an animal model, he made the crazy decision to infect himself. Now, in his own words, Marshall said it was like taking your first bungee jump. Theoretically, you know it's safe, but you've got to rack up a bit of nerve to do it. And boy, did he get sick. Even he was surprised how sick he got. And after treating himself, suddenly the medical world took notice. As word spread around the world, he became more and more in demand and moved to the US to continue and consolidate his research. In February 1994, the medical world finally said that the key to the treatment of stomach ulcers was identifying and eradicating the HP. Dr. Barry Marshall was officially credited for his discovery, and in 2005 was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. So what did this discovery mean? Obviously, this made huge advances in the medical field. Suddenly, doctors were able to cure stomach ulcers quickly. Patients on blood thinners now had a much lower risk of internal bleeding. Stomach ulcers have also led to stomach cancer, and this discovery has greatly reduced the number of causes detected. With the establishment of the Helicobacter Foundation, Dr. Marshall has been able to continue critical research into the HP and other microbacteria. So there you have it, a pretty weird way to show the world that he was onto something big, and a West Aussie as well. So all of my research into his research came from these places, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.